All right, guys, welcome back to our user manual series. This is going to be on the quick Doff shoulder, so just how to install that guy. It's going to be way easier on you if you take the ballistic plates out of your A-jack. And then for right-handed shooters, you probably want to replace the left shoulder and the opposite for the left-handed shooters. So you'll start by removing these cushions. This is just Velcro on, so those unvelcro pretty easily. I'll double check that this is my left shoulder strap real quick before I replace the wrong one. But I'll reuse these. This shoulder strap that's currently existing is going to be folded into the front plate bag, so these would become useless if I left them attached. So I'll take those off. I'll undo this shoulder strap completely. Then your quick Doff shoulder will be shipped to you like this, all right? And we need to locate this piece of hook-to-hook tape inside here, this guy. We'll remove that. Set that to the side. And then, as this is orientated, our new shoulder needs to be on the bottom. Okay, so this existing shoulder strap needs to come up like that. That way our new shoulder is closest to the table. Okay, now it gets tight here towards the bottom, right? So this is not all the way on. What you need to do is just shove that all the way down. And that's kind of how that should sit, right? Past all of the loop Velcro. Okay, then take that piece of hook-to-hook tape and just put this on the very end of that shoulder strap. And you're going to fold it over and tuck it into the front plate bag. And then you don't need to see me do it, but you could reinstall these onto the new quick Doff shoulder if you wanted to retain those. But then when you route it, you're going to route it the same as you would the other one. Up through the first slit. Down through the second slit. And then remember on this part, don't just like sloppily throw that in there, right? Because it's going to create this bunch and that's going to be really uncomfortable on you. So what you want to do is you want to follow this as kind of like a guide to make sure that you're going straight through that hardware, right? It should totally cover that, this little guy right here. I'm using my hand here to cover that hook so that way it's not grabbing it and I can kind of mess with it. And then with my left hand here, I'm making sure this is flat. Okay, flat against the table, and then I'll remove my hand, and that's good. We'll fold this over, and if we want to we can put our cushions back on. The loops provide on the back of this little elastic sleeve so that you can do that. I would highly recommend doing that. It'd be pretty uncomfortable without it. To put our plates back in, you have two options, because this is inside of our front plate bag now, right? So it can kind of go in front of or behind the plate. And it kind of just depends on the size of your ballistic plates and the room that you have. This is not uncomfortable against your body. If it was on the inside, it's not a bad option at all. So it's kind of shooter preference, but if you wanted it not against your body, you just tuck it in front of the plate like that. Again, pretty difficult if you had like a really thick ballistic plate in there, but still not uncomfortable if you wanted to just put it against your body there. And if for whatever reason you did think that was a little uncomfortable just because of the added little bit of bulk there, you could always pick up a pair of carrier cushions, like the ones that come on the shoulders, and you could just attach those to these little columns of loop. That's what those are for, like that. Then you're good to go. So that is the quick Doff shoulder installation.